So I really appreciate all of you that took the time to join us this evening. I'm a mom of a son, Ryan Norberg, who was diagnosed at birth with cystic fibrosis. At the time, they told me he has 21 years was the average life expectancy. He's going to be 22 in 2 months. He's not feeling great tonight. He flew in from Oregon. He's getting ready to graduate in June from the University of Oregon, so we're very proud of him. And he did it in 4 years, which is amazing. Anyway, I'm sure he's tired of me talking about it, but the whole point of this is there are other moms in this room, and we're all dealing with the same struggle, and dads, and brothers and sisters, and step-parents, etc. And we want that cure. And we've had some pretty good success since I've been involved with cystic fibrosis. It's amazing. The life expectancy going up significantly. You know, these kids, they suffer from lung disease and lung deterioration, a lot of other issues with their stomachs and digestion. Ryan was diagnosed 2 years ago with diabetes related to cystic fibrosis. That was really a slap in the face. I tell you, that one's a tough one to manage. The other thing that came around this year, now he has a lot of sinus problems and things just keep kind of rolling along and you're going, God, where's the cure? Well, a couple of years ago, there was a product that came out, Orkambi, which has really been successful for a lot of people that have two of the most common genes, the delta F508. And those of us who have children that didn't have those double genes felt pretty left behind. And it was a difficult time for us all. But as my friend Sean Parr says, this just in. And I'm going to have to read this. Number one, because it's news and I want to get it right. And number two, because it potentially affects my son Ryan, and he doesn't know it yet. So let me repeat what the information is. 2 steps on this. This month, the FDA approved a new drug for people with 2 copies of the most common mutation, which I talked about, but this is a better drug for those people with the double mutation of delta F508. And it increases their lung function by 13% and over the existing drug, and it is easier on their bodies. So that's fabulous news for those people that have already been helped. Now, this past Wednesday, which is where Ryan comes into this, Vertex announced that it will begin phase 3 clinical trials for a triple combination drug for people with 1 copy of the most common gene mutation, which is what Ryan and many of the other children have. They'll have the 1 copy of the delta F508 and could have any one of 50 or 60 other types of genes. So phase 3 isn't FDA approval, but it's darn close to it. So it'll be a triple combination drug, and if it's approved, 90% of the people with cystic fibrosis will have a drug that treats the underlying cause of this disease. It's not a complete cure, but it's darn close. So I'm a little tearful about that news because it's shocking to me. As a matter of fact, I didn't even really understand it until James was able to explain it to me earlier today, so that's why I'm having to read this. Now, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, however, that's still not good enough, because that means there are still 10% of the children, provided this gets approved, that are not being helped. And we're like the Marines, okay? No man left behind. So we're highly committed, but we need everyone's help. As most of you in this room have been to one of these events before and have been so generous, I certainly can't begin to give you my thanks. But it's taken decades to get where we are, and the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation has spent more than $3 billion to get where we are today. And it's predicted that it would take about $9 billion, I can't even say the word, $9 billion to find a cure for everyone with cystic fibrosis. So we're working on it, and thanks to all of you, hopefully we will get there. And that's great news for 90%. Let's stay tuned, and hopefully we'll have that information soon. about the third trial. Thank you.